How's it going, everybody? Wild Irishman here. I'm going to give you just a quick pros and cons of what I think of this game so far. I'm level 7. Uh, there's going to be a lot more cons than are going to be pros. So I'll just throw out the pros first. Some of the pros of four-wheelers, they are free. So you don't have to pay a couple $100 to $1,000 every time to rent them, just to crash them, like my dumbass does. A couple miles away from hitting a tiny-ass tree or a log in the ground that you don't even see. That's one pro. I think they're mainly, like I said, they're mainly so many cons so far. One con is everything's expensive as shit. Bullets are like up from $500 or from $350 to like $1,000 I've had so far for 10 bullets. I think that's absolutely stupid. For like the penetration one I have is, I believe it's a 30, and it's cost $503 for 10 bullets. Which I guess if you're a really good hunter, you know where to shoot, like organs or the neck or the head. I mean, that's not bad, but if you're just starting out, it gets kind of irritating. You start out with 15 penetration bullets, which are free, but it's like shooting a deer with a BB gun when it comes to that, and it's just really irritating. Another con I don't like about this game is the stands. You cannot fast travel to the stands. You have to go to the nearest camp to get a four-wheeler, and a lot of times the stands will be near the camps. But it's just kind of irritating when they're out in the middle of nowhere and you have to take a four-wheeler over to them. The four-wheelers are loud, so you have to stop about 200 yards or 200 meters, yards, whatever, from the thing so you don't scare off all the game. It's another annoying thing. Another con is you have to pretty much shoot them perfectly dead on. Organs or the neck. If you shoot them in the head, a lot of times they won't fall. Now, if you have like I said, if you have a better penetrating bullet, I'm pretty sure they'll probably drop where they're at. But my penetrating bullets are 30s, and I shot a deer from about 10 feet away, and it gave me a dip like I'm a dumbass and ran off. And it wasn't even a vital hit. It was just like a low bleed. Yeah, this game is pretty expensive. This game has a lot of glitches. Like, so driving the four-wheeler, hitting a tiny little log, it'll stop you dead in your track if you hit a tiny tree, if you hit a rock. Like let's say I got the four-wheeler and I drove right into this. I'll even show you real quick. Come over here. That's one thing I do like I said before, is the four-wheelers, they are free. Just pick one of these. Get on it. Come on. So this tree right here, I went right through it. Let's see if it does it. So this tree right over here, it usually will stop you dead in your tracks, which I can understand. Like in real life, you would run right over that. It wouldn't even be a problem. But when you're running through a bunch of brush and you have these tiny ass little trees, or you have a little log and you hit them in reality, and if it would have happened, like if I were to be driving this way, hit this tree, I'd fly off the four-wheeler, hit this, and probably break my neck and die out here. No one would see me in about 2 weeks. And the coyotes would probably be humping my corpse. So that's another con. If you hit little logs on the ground, you stop dead in your tracks. Little rocks. Why do I have my light on? You stop. If you run through these, a lot of times your four-wheeler will get stuck and it will spaz out and flip out, and you'll get hurt. Your character will get hurt, and your four-wheeler will flip out down here and roll and possibly just destroy it. Another thing I don't like about it. Like I said, you have to pretty much hit the animal perfectly, or else they will flee, and it's almost nearly impossible to find them when they do flee. One thing I do gotta say as a tip. So say you see like an elk over here, right? You find like an elk or something, they take off. What they'll do is they'll run around, come back around, and they'll come right back here in about 20-30 minutes. So once you scare them off, leave for 20-30 minutes, come back, they'll be right here. If it's in the daytime. Nights, I'm not sure. a lot of times they're sleeping. Another thing I don't like, I don't know if I've said this before, is it costs 200, 500,000, and 2,000 to stay at the lodge, like to the speed up the time, which is stupid. It should just be one time the whole time. I think it's pretty retarded. There are different maps that you can download and buy. I don't know how much they are, but there's quite a few of them. I haven't bothered trying. I'm still learning things on this game. But like, yeah, if you were to take the four-wheeler, yeah, if you were to gung-ho and hit this log, you'd probably either jump over, screw up your axle, or roll down the hill, break your neck, and maybe run into this tree. But I just think it's stupid how it just like hits, just boom, just stops, dead stop. And after a while, your four-wheeler will blow up, and you won't get hurt unless you roll down the cliff. Then you'll probably die. But oh, I just ran off that way. Another thing so I'm gonna have a thing from Hunter Simulator 2 to this one. If you call out to an animal, you rarely get a call back. They literally have to see you, or you have to see them from a distance. I don't like that about this game. Hunter Simulator, you could do a call out, and they'll return the call a lot of times, and you'll see where they're at. That's one thing I do not like about this game. It's harder to spot the animal, which I guess is like real life. I just, I'd like to make money easy on the easier side and not have to like hunt through animals like elk and stuff when they're in the trees and make sure that they don't hear me. Which I know like Roadhunter's like, oh, you're being a little bitch because you like it easy that way. Yeah, I want to make some money. Like, so those moose, they're level 8. My bullet, I believe, is only a level 7, so it would take like 4 or 5, depending on where I shot him, to kill him. And I'm not even gonna waste my time. There'd be times I'd run. There'd be times I'd run. I'd be like, let's say that's a moose's tree. I'd run like right here and see it and try to get my gun out. My gun would spaz out and I wouldn't be able to get my gun out and they'd be gone. So, pro on this game is I do like the graphics. They're pretty great, pretty awesome. I know it takes a lot to make these games, and I have a lot of respect for the creators of this game. But there are some glitches. I mean, this is a 2017 game, so there's going to be glitches and all that. But all in all, it's a decent game. It's just a little hard, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm just learning, so I'm still learning everything. But if I were to compare this game is a lot bigger than the Hunter Simulator 2. The maps are a lot bigger, like probably 4 or 5 times the size of each map, about 3 times the size of each map if you compare them. But if I were to recommend it, I'd probably recommend Hunter Simulator 2. And you guys are more than welcome to go watch my videos and see the comparisons. I haven't really made a comparison being on that game, but playing this game for the last 2 weeks, I'd definitely probably recommend Hunter Simulator 2, and then maybe work your way to this one. So, hope you guys liked my video. Like, subscribe if you like the content, and give me your tips and tricks also, and your pros and cons on this game as well. Anything helps, and have a good rest of your day.